I ain't gonna lie, for this video, I'm gonna sit back, shut up, and watch. Because when I speak on stuff like this, I get hate. So I'm gonna let my boy BlackySpeakz just say it all. Because he's basically said everything that I've said already. If y'all see the last video I react when he said something about the Pop Smoke album, because this is literally what I've been saying. And for that dude in my comments who literally said that putting out, he couldn't understand the fact how putting this album out disrespected Pop's legacy. I want you to watch this. If you are, I want you to watch this. Cause you really just don't get it. I don't want to sit here and bash you, call you dumb, cause you just don't understand. It's not your fault you don't understand. You just don't understand. So hopefully this video could give you the clarity so you could understand.
Now, you had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I thought a project where 80% of the album was features and 20% was Pop Smoke himself was gonna be the end of it, but clearly not. It unfortunately looks like Pop Smoke is still getting milked, and I have a couple things to say about this. So yeah, let's talk about it. Now, the late Pop Smoke was heavy in the headlines about 2 weeks ago when his second posthumous album, Faith, came out. And if you listen to the album, you already know that unfortunately it wasn't for a good reason. Like I said in the intro, and like I said in that video I dropped, Pop Smoke was a feature on his own album, straight up.
But when I say this, right, when I say stuff like that, I get called a hater. Somebody said I hate Hispanics just like I said a verse was trash. That just didn't make any sense to me. I didn't say anything about hating Hispanics or nothing like that. I get called all these different things. We gonna look through his comments to see what his comments is looking like.
Pop Smoke himself. Obviously, with the man being gone, there's not much that can be done, right? I mean, he's not here, so whatever music he left behind is what we can work with. With that being said, Faith was just straight up disrespectful to Pop Smoke's.
Let's run that back. Let's hear him say that one more time.
Straight up disrespectful to Pop Smoke's legacy.
I don't think y'all heard him.
Straight up disrespectful to Pop Smoke's legacy, man. And the majority of people out there agree with this take. With the very little time the project has been out, the reception of it hasn't really gotten better at all. From what I'm noticing, even the people who were excited to get some new Pop Smoke music and were kind of ignoring the fact that the industry essentially took over Pop Smoke's own album are now slowly coming around and kind of waking up, taking a step back. And
I'm hoping that a lot of you people who was spreading all of that hate shit in my comments get to realize that. Because don't get me wrong, I wasn't there to bash the features. It was just, I don't blame them for hopping on the feature, especially obviously not his brother. I don't blame them for hopping on the feature with him. But those songs should have never been put out. They should have never been features on the album. I'm not hating on them. It's just a fact.
Objectively, just looking at what we have in front of us with this posthumous Pop Smoke release, what we have is a bunch of music that doesn't reflect the actual artist. That
was not in his vision. I literally said this. This wasn't Pop Smoke's vision. The album should have never been put out. It disrespected him. I don't see why what I said was bad and everybody wants to dislike my videos and comment a bunch of hate shit. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't.
Doesn't reflect.
It's like it gets to a point where y'all are just wrapped up into being so much of a fan of these people that y'all can't accept when some shit is just bad. And y'all definitely can't accept criticism against it. And I'm not saying y'all as in like everybody, but a majority. Because the majority of y'all was spreading mad hate. I was getting called the N-word. All of that, like, over some music. It's crazy.
Pop Smoke. It's a slapping.
But one thing I do though, I respect Pop Smoke's brother Obasi. I think that's how you say his name. Because, he trolled under my video, but then, he came and he was respectful. And what I don't understand is how people are spreading hate under my video when Obasi himself, the person who was on the album, the person who was on the song, was showing love to me. And I literally said his verse was trash. I said I didn't like his verse in the video, but he still liked this video, and he himself is showing me love. So who the hell are y'all people to spread some hate against me when the person who was in the song himself liked it? Like, y'all just making yourself look goofy at that point. But,
face to not only his discography, his legacy, but his fans. Simple as that. keeping it real, Faith is just another case of the bad vibes forever effect.
I also said this. Y'all gotta go back and watch my older videos. Before y'all spread any type of hate and say anything, y'all gotta go back and watch my video before I reacted to that deluxe. Because I didn't want to do a reaction on the album because how bad it was. Because I was like, you know what? I'm about to work out. I'm going to listen to this album. I'm listening to it. And I was just like some of y'all. I'm trying to give this album the benefit of the doubt because Pop Smoke. But I'm hearing this album and it was just trash, bro. It was trash. I'm sorry. The album wasn't good. And for those of y'all saying, oh, that song was out already, blah, blah, blah. Y'all not going to sit here and tell me that the unreleased or even like the older released version of the song did not sound better than what they released on that album. Now, I know y'all heard Brush 'Em. Listen to the version that they have on YouTube, that music video, and then listen to the one that they released on that album. Tell me they didn't make that shit worse. So you're telling me that's not disrespectful to Pop? You're telling me that's not fucking up his legacy? You're fucking up songs that were already out already and making them sound worse. How do you even fucking do that?
Anyone who's listened to that album will know exactly what I'm talking about.
And fuck the people who did the same shit to X too.
One X album I like to pretend doesn't really exist. When I say think about an album that sounds pieced together, altered, and crazy dragged out, a lot of people think about Bad Vibes Forever. That was honestly a very bad attempt at putting together a project with the help of a bunch of leftover vocals, slapping them over some instrumentals, and just praying for the best. The end result was not good, unfortunately, bro. And I think that's kind of the blueprint I assume unintentionally Faith was built upon. Now, apart from that Bad Vibes Forever conversation, and apart from the original release, we did also get a deluxe edition of the album. Not very surprising. I think we all saw this coming from a mile away. I mean, it is the new industry trend after all. You know, drop an album and follow it up with the deluxe right after. So, can't say that I was surprised. The deluxe edition of Faith came 5 days after the original drop, and it had 4 additional records on it. 3 out of those 4 had features, which in the end added up to 5 features all together on those 3 songs alone. Now, a second deluxe, so we got a double piece, actually ended up dropping, and that came out the other day. This new deluxe edition had 6 songs on it.
It was another deluxe? I didn't even... Yo, bro. I did not even know that there was another deluxe. And if I did, best believe I would have been making another video about it too. There's no way y'all don't see this, bro. There's no way y'all are going to sit there and spread hate on my video and y'all don't see how disrespectful this is to Pop. Like, I don't even understand how that person commented under my video and said he doesn't see how this fucks with Pop's legacy. There's no way you hear this album and don't think, this is, what the fuck is this? This is not something that Pop would put out. Now, a lot of you were saying that, oh, Pop probably would have did a feature with Anuel anyway if he was alive, blah, blah, blah. But I guarantee you if Pop was alive and he did a feature with Anuel, it would have sounded a whole lot fucking better than that sack of shit that they dropped. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Pop ain't here. I don't want to hear none of that what if bullshit. He's not here. And somebody's like, oh, you want him to just drop no music? Yes, that's exactly what I want them to do. Drop no music. He's gone. Y'all got y'all Posthumous album already, bro. It did numbers. It was a good album, and then y'all do this? Come on, bro.
That right, Dior was added to the second deluxe, which is absolutely insanity. I don't know what to tell you. Dior.
They added Dior to the deluxe. That song was already on, like, 3 albums already, bro. 3. It was on Meet the One 1, 2, and it was on Shoot for the Stars Every Mood, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken on that. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find it. I don't know if it was or not. But we gonna see. We gonna find out right now. It was. It's right there. Number 18, bruh. Shit was on Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. Let's go to Meet the Woo 2. Oh yeah, this also people say I don't listen to Pop Smoke, by the way, too. Like, I can literally name for almost all his albums, but I was listening to Pop Smoke, like, kind of before he blew up, like how he did. Dior, right there. Number 12. Let's go to Meet the Woo. I just played the freaking song by accident. It's playing on my headphones though, so. Boom. Dior, right there. Why is this one song on all his albums? Why? Hold on, let's go. What was the name of this one? Faith? Should have been named Sack of Shit, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see Dior on Apple Music for Faith. Yeah, I don't see Dior on here. But yeah. Y'all see.
Is obviously one of the late Pop Smoke's biggest songs to date, so the intention here is obviously to rack up the streams on it. Pretty straightforward. The 5 new songs that were included in the second deluxe all had features, by the way, so there's that. And also just want to add this in.
More features on this so-called second deluxe. So, y'all telling me that, well, it's not disrespectful to Pop Smoke, blah, 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 Annuel's bigger than Pop Smoke, blah, blah, blah. That does not fucking matter. If Annuel was so much bigger than Pop Smoke, why did he hop on the song? Why? Because Pop Smoke is big too. Regardless of if you're bigger than somebody, you can still clout chase somebody who has clout that's below you. If you know a rapper is big and you want to get bigger yourself, regardless if you're bigger than them, you're going to hop on a song with them, right or wrong? Now, this is no disrespect to Annuel at all. I was not disrespecting him in the last song. I just didn't like the verse. I was not disrespecting him. I was not disrespecting Latinos. I just didn't like the verse. I don't like this album. This album is just milking this man for the money and fucking with this dude's legacy. They're doing him worse than they did X at this point. Deluxe, double deluxe. Like, what is this? And I guarantee you that, I ain't gonna say that, but if they drop another album, bro, then we really gonna have a, we already really have a problem, but then we really gonna have a problem, bro. No way I don't see this shit, bro.
Jackson, he was actually on the second deluxe. And I say that to say that obviously makes me very happy. If his family is benefiting from it, I mean, this conversation aside, I'm very happy about that. Just wanted to add that in. Continuing. Anyway, regarding this milking conversation.
That's one thing I didn't say. Because at the time I didn't know that Obasi was his brother. I'm not gonna say I didn't know who Obasi was, because I did, but I never knew his name. I never knew Pop Smoke's brother's name. So, with that being said, since I didn't say it in the video, I am happy that, you know, his family is seeing some of this money. Obasi himself did tell me, because I remember I said in the song, I hoped, you know, I didn't know if they had any part in the album, but I guess in that one song, they did own the rights to that song. So, you know, they are seeing some of the money from this album, and that I am happy about. I didn't say that, and I probably should. I was just, you know, I'm still mad about this shit. Like, I'm going to state my opinion. I don't care.
So, I'm going to be honest, man. I didn't think it'd ever get this bad for Pop Smoke. Nothing he can do because he's not here, unfortunately, but it's most definitely sad to see things going in this direction. 2 deluxe editions, man, it's way too much. And by the way, if you go on Spotify right now, those separate deluxe drops have actually now been combined into 1 deluxe. But for the record, those 10 songs were dropped on 2 separate occasions. That's why I call it 2 deluxes. I guess just to be fair, because it is 10 songs, we could call it mini deluxes. I think that's fair. And on top of that, man, out of those 10 songs that were included in both deluxes, one of them was Dior, an old Pop Smoke record. And apart from one more song, which is Questions, the rest of the 8 new songs were all slapped with features. Sad to see. What do you want me to say? I think whether or not Pop Smoke is getting milked, that answer is pretty obvious. It is what it is, I guess.
No, he is.
Pop Smoke is still
getting milked.
Hate to say it. Any thoughts on this topic, though? Definitely let me know in the comment section. We'll start talking about this.
Bro, I wanna talk to Blackie, bro. Like, I feel like, bro, me and him gonna have a good ass conversation on certain shit, bro. Cause I mess with, you know, most of the things he says. The only thing I kind of didn't really agree with that he said was when I watched his video on the DaBaby situation. But I mean, he wasn't really speaking non-facts. It's just, you know, my feelings on that situation is a lot different than other people's situations. So with that being said, I don't really have much to say. I basically just said everything I need to say in this video. All the freaking Pop Smoke videos I done made in the past couple weeks. They're milking for his bread. They disrespected his legacy. And that album shouldn't have had that much features. And for all y'all saying, oh, what do you expect them to do? Drop nothing? Yes, drop nothing. Y'all had y'all posthumous album already. You don't need nothing else. Leave the man, let the man rest in peace. Don't put out a sack of shit in his name, bro. Don't do that. That's not what the fuck you're supposed to do. That's practically unethical, bro. Practically unethical, bro. But hey, that's how the industry is. The industry want to make money. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, whatever y'all want me. Comment some videos down below y'all want me to react to. We almost at hand, bro. I'm kind of mad about this, bro. Every time I think about this, it makes me mad. I think about the X situation. I think about how the fucking industry could be fucking with Juice WRLD too, and I don't even know it yet. That's the only reason why I'm not excited for a fucking new Juice WRLD album, because this bullshit right here and what happened with X too. Catch y'all in the next video, bro.